We had a hearing yesterday, and I'll preface this statement question. Being from Louisiana, we've taken 3 hits on this disaster. The first one was the deaths, of course, of 11 good people, the tragedy for their families. The second has been the perception that our beaches and beaches of Florida and Alabama, Mississippi, have been harmed to the point that vacationers stopped coming and these sort of things, which turned out really not to be the case. And then thirdly, and more importantly at this point in time, is the permit slowdown that Mr. Bromwich and I and Mr. Landry have had many discussions on. And I'll just give an example what came out of the hearing, because for us it's been, what is it in the process that seems to create this? And I've got one graph in front of you. I'm not throwing it up, but talking about permitting activity in the Gulf of Mexico, that prior to the Macondo disaster, it was taking, the permits were being approved at about a rate of, it looks like 110 per month. It dropped to 60, about half, and it's remained there. And then if you look at oil production, it's dropped from where it was before as high as 1.8 million barrels a day, and it looks like it's dropping off now to below 1.4 million barrels a day. So we're seeing the permit activity still well below par, production well below par, and this graph here shows you, if you look at the red bars, what you see is the difference between the reports from the Obama administration as to how long it takes permits to be reviewed and how long it takes for them to be approved. And what you see is the deemed submitted is the problem. And so what the companies are telling us is people are submitting the forms, the paperwork. We heard from a witness yesterday going from an average of 30 to 35 pages to 100 times that, well over 3,000 pages, that the forms are not uniform. That is, for one time it may be one way, another time another. Again, if I's are not dotted, T's are not crossed, it ends up on someone's desk someplace. So we're looking at, in many cases, more than 100 days delay just in getting the permit application process up and going.